That brings us to our second presenter, who confesses that he is a uber nerd who likes deep dish pizza, the bonus features on any science fiction DVD, and frequently stays up until 3 o'clock in the morning doing cool things on Photoshop. Sound like my kind of person. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Wiley.
All right, hi, my name is Matt Wiley, and I'm a graphic designer, illustrator, amateur animator, movie maker. I love food, and I love gadgets. When people create something to do something else that was previously done by another thing, but this one does it better, or something that does 3 things. For example, I am wearing an iPod touchscreen watch. Yeah, I find this amazing that we can fit 1,000 songs on my pasty wrist. And not only does it tell the time and play the music, but it has a pedometer and a radio in it. It's also very shiny. I'm distractible. I like shiny things. There's no shame in that. No. And I like it when people invent stuff. I heard of this company fairly recently, can't remember, that invented a new type of solar panel that was spherical and more efficient because it picked up ambient light too. And I think of that and I go, wow, it seems so obvious. But I would have never been able to come up with something like that in my lifetime. Another person invented a foot pedal that flushes your toilet. And I'm like, holy crap! Why didn't I see that? So there's lots of ideas out there that could be... Holy crap. There's lots of ideas out there that could be extremely helpful to society, but no one in their right mind could create them. And they're waiting for just one person to speak up, like the back scratcher. You think about it, how important that thing is. When you got an itch you can't scratch and you don't want to embarrass your family by rubbing up and down the door frame, that big wooden fork with a little hole in the handle so you can hang it up on your wall is extremely convenient and a genius idea that some normal person came up with. It's inspiring, really. I could totally come up with something like that and have it be the next big thing. So here's a series of those that I came up with. I have a few ideas for your car. People love their cars, but they don't know how to park them. People have suspended tennis balls from their garage, so the second it touches the windshield, you know to stop the car, and you're not going to drive into your sawhorses. Even make cars now with rear view cameras, but you see these cars all the time where someone has obviously backed into a telephone pole. Yeah, or smashed the front of their car into a brick wall. So what if we could tell the person driving that they are just close enough? So I come up with an idea. It's a small piece of plastic that fits inside your headlights. And as the car gets closer to the wall, your lights project words that gradually focus. And when you're at 3 inches away from the wall, it says close enough. Now, a lot of cars have bumper stickers that express their thoughts on education, politics, and religion, but most of the time it's a generic statement that doesn't express the true motivations of the individual. So what if we had honest bumper stickers? My child would have been an honor student if it weren't for that C. America, standing as tall as we can, given the circumstances. I like Jesus, but not as much as you do. Oh, man. I had a completely separate idea for a kit you could buy to turn an abandoned manual car wash into a personal drive-in theater. In several simple steps, you'd be able to remove all the soap basins from the little locked room in the middle and replace them with a cheap computer. Replace the spray gun with a speaker and feed the cable right back through the tube, and that'll hang in your car door. Add a projector and a locked case anchored to the ceiling. You don't even need a staff. The customer does all the work. With a little creative programming, the quarter accumulator becomes the movie selector. You can fit a genre of movie to the existing knob selections. The soap setting becomes the dramatic Oscar film. Rinse is the romantic comedy. Spot-free rinse is the cuddly pet movie. Tire cleaner is the gritty action crime movie. Hot wax for the adult flick. And the foam brush is for cleaning up after that one. Speaking of cleaning, I have ideas for the passive-aggressive and the lazy, too. Don't you hate it when your parents come over to your house? It's such a hassle getting the vacuum out each time. So if we could make it look like you vacuumed but not have to do all the work, we could remove that problem entirely. So I come up with an idea for a carpet that has the suction stripes as part of the design. No one will be able to tell. They walked in, you vacuumed, I am so proud of you. It looks as clean as when you moved in. If you own a truck, you've probably been asked to help people move, but you have a life too, and you don't have to help these people. So what if there was a way to make it appear you're way too tired to help? So they came up with t-shirts for lazy people. The pre-printed sweat stains would simulate all sorts of manual labor that you supposedly just got out of. Number 1 is the I just finished running. Note the dominant sweat stain extending from the neck to the belt. Number 2, it's really hot in here, I need to go. That one is basically just a normal arm sweat, a little bit of ribs under the neck. This is the heavy lifter. Notice the heavy nipple sweat. This one is also printed on the back because some people's back sweats. Mine sure does. I hate doing laundry, unrelated to this, but it's inevitable. Eventually I get it to the laundromat and fold it, but it never goes back on the dresser. It just stays in the basket. So what if we just skip a step and make a dresser that was made of laundry baskets? Yeah. It's so simple. Clean on the top, dirty on the bottom. This is the kind of stuff that would revolutionize college life and continue into the single bachelor existence. Now, I got food ideas, too. Don't you hate it when you go to a family get-together or a company outing and they have sandwiches made for everyone, but you end up with a tuna salad even though you ordered the ham? That infuriates me. So what if there was a better-looking way to mark on the sandwich who it goes to or what kind of sandwich it is? So I came up with the idea for the panini letterpress. It basically changes the top lid into a chamber where block lettering can be attached and arranged and imprint and burn an original design at the top of the bun. Combines the best elements of typography, printmaking, and lunch, and brings something new to the table. Now, the thing that ties all this randomness together is creative solutions. People talk about thinking outside of the box, but it never goes any farther than that because people are afraid their ideas might be just a little too crazy to use. But sometimes a little crazy helps. Those who are willing to look in 12 different directions for a solution are open to more new ideas than someone who just complains it is broken. Necessity may be the mother of invention, but mild insanity is the catalyst of innovation. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the last slide. And since I love Facebook so much, and this is my first public speaking performance, I'd like to get a picture of everybody. So, smile. All right.